Yep.
Okay, so this is Zita's first time on a bus. So at the moment in guide dog training, we can't use public transport. We've been banned.
Just like puppy walkers.
So it's no different for us. We can't get the dogs used to transport, but we did have a bus donated. We can start it up and stuff like that, but we haven't done because nobody knows how to switch it on. It's quite complicated. So this is Zita's first time, so it's quite nice that the bus actually isn't on. There's nobody on it. I can do what I like on there to begin with, and if she's frightened, we can spend, some time doing it. So it's always useful if she knows how to locate an up curb. She'll do that on the door. And at the moment, she doesn't know how to go under my legs when I sit down. And we teach the dogs to back up into gaps, and she's not fully consolidated, and I'm not bothered about that. I just wanted to go on the bus and have a look at it.
Didn't clients now, rather than under the legs, so people not doing a lot more of the dog kind of backing up between the legs and looking forward?
It depends on the client, so it depends what the client wants. Generally speaking, on buses nowadays, there's not a lot of room for dogs to go under your legs. I struggle because my legs are quite short, so any dog that's under my legs with a full harness on tends to bash the back of my legs. So it can be quite, for people who are vertically challenged like myself, it can be quite difficult.
Okay.
So we'll see what she does. I'm not expecting her. I don't really want her to locate that up curb, that step for now. I just want her to walk on nice and
I presume it's all her movement, so it's her choice to come on.
Helps if we can find a seat, but I just want her to have a good sniff around and a little look. And it's ideal this at the moment because it's not going anywhere and we can take our time doing it.
I was going to say it's actually a better way of doing this rather than...
so much better. If they keep it here, it'd be fab. So generally speaking, when we're teaching dogs on buses, we want them to locate the first available seat. So these are okay, but what they do is they spring back up, and it's generally for people who maybe in wheelchairs. We can, if people come on with prams, we can actually get them to move their pram. We're not that mean though, we don't tend to. So these ones are ideal. And sometimes the ones at the back are actually better because there's more room and you've not got people keep coming back and forward. But generally speaking, these are fine. Yeah! Are you having a good snoot? Are you having a good snoot? Now it's not uncommon for when we get on buses for the dogs to actually jump on the seat. It does happen. It happens quite a lot. Yep. So generally speaking, I'll start with a little hand touch on there as well, so she knows to go into the gap because she's not consolidated with her back up yet.
Because she's not what, sorry?
With her back up command, which is walking backwards. And some dogs, unfortunately, just do not get what you're asking them to do with a back up. Some dogs are fabulous at it. I've got Stella, she's great at it. She'll moonwalk backwards, but some dogs do find it very, very difficult. Good girl. That's fine. It's just getting her used to going into the gaps, and then we can start putting it on the seat. Oh, she's still chewy. Give her a minute. Good girl.
Has she done any locate the chairs in other aspects of the training?
She has, but because she's not, I say punchy, so she's not really into the hand touch target or food, so it does make it quite difficult. She is generally a nice dog, and I've got her walking out now, which at the beginning she was a little bit reluctant in harness to walk out. She was here, which is lovely on a lead, but in harness don't want to walk in at heel. So I've been teaching her to drive and give tension, which is quite challenging at times with some dogs, but she seems to have got it quite quickly.
How, very briefly, how have you done that?
Back chaining. So you basically take the dog on a lead, you don't expect anything, you go to the place you're going to end your walk. So I took her the other day to the Middlebrook, which has got a lot of curbs on the way, but I didn't expect anything on the way. But basically she got to the doors near the cinema because it's deserted in there, and she got lots of fuss and lots of treats and a toy, her favourite toy there. And then we walked back, and we do that on the lead, on the T-Touch harness. We don't do it in harness to begin with,
So that she knows that she wants to drive to that
Yes.
really exciting place where good things happen.
And I'll do that about 2 or 3 times, and then just come back a bit from the destination, put the harness on and go. So literally like a curb away and build it up like that. So it's quite time consuming, but you want the dog to realise where it's going.
Yeah. Anything else quickly?
Nope, don't think so.
Thank you. See you next week.